So I left this scene a long time ago, but this was just too funny to not share with you. If you are not aware, SpaceX shared a message very important for humanity. Is there a true story behind the fake Apollo moon landing in Fly Me to the Moon? So what is Fly Me to the Moon? Let's see. So Fly Me to the Moon is a movie from 2024, very recent. And it is about, the plot is about, as NASA prepared for the Apollo 11 missions, she must prepare for a fake moon landing to be aired for if the real mission fails, right? So in case that something goes wrong, there is a video footage of fake moon landing. So why is this is so funny? Why is SpaceX talking about a fictional movie which is not based on reality at all? Very interesting. As you can see, yes, this is space.com. I have left this subject a long time ago. I first started my channel talking about NASA and his lies, supposedly. Nobody really knows, but could be. I mean, this is really funny stuff. Apollo 11 missions. This tinfoil experiment. Alright, so let's continue on with this news flash. Just about to update you on the greatest revelation so far. Everybody loves a good old-fashioned conspiracy theory, and the granddaddy of them all is the belief that NASA somehow faked the Apollo 11 moon landing on a secret soundstage, and that astronauts never really walked on the lunar surface. So this is when Apollo 17 took off, and now let's watch this historic footage. Maybe a reason why people think it's fake. Let's watch it. Okay, right. And somehow they left their equipment on the lunar surface and still got the image, the footage. Wow, that's some great invention. Very great technology for the time, which we don't have right now. So let's continue. Despite an avalanche of evidence and the data to the contrary, this wild yarn has been perpetuated for decades. The shaky reasoning behind the Apollo 11 moon landing has been easily debunked 1,000 times by NASA officials. Well, of course, it is like you judging yourself, right? So of course you're gonna say about yourself, you're great, you're awesome, you don't lie, you never ever deceive people. You know, why would you say something else? No, but it is about other people who are not in on the conspiracy. If it is one, all suppose it, right? Till there has been a court case, which there will never be. And let's continue on. Well, but before we continue, I want to share another great image, because they apparently were out of ideas on what to do on the lunar surface when they landed. And guess what they decided to do? I will show you. 1 and 2 and 3. In case you missed it, they're playing golf. Very important mission. Yes, sir. But, however, there is still a cabal of hardcore conspiracy theorists who will still cling to the idea that it was all clever ruse orchestrated by Hollywood and NASA to beat the Soviet Union in the space race. Wow. So the amount of videos about NASA I watched is beyond belief. I went to their archives and watched about every... I'm crazy. Can't make anything of it, but I did it. I went to their library and watched every picture produced during the moon landing. And what was really funny is that there was only 2 pictures of Earth. Very, very interesting. The most fascinating thing there is to film, and they didn't do it. They gave you the bare minimum, but there was a lot of footage about footsteps, about rocks, about you know, what they had with them, and this tinfoil spacecraft. It is so funny. I am sorry. I really don't want to bring back the conspiracy theory videos, but this is just too funny. So, now the question of the day. As there is zero proof of any fraudulent proposal put forth by NASA or the US government to concoct a facsimile of any of any moon landing, the theory is all smoke and mirrors. So, where and when did this lame-brained idea, which postulates that filmmakers and special effects artists fool millions of people worldwide for decades by creating substitute lunar landing, come from? And what are the logical fallacies at its paranoid heart? Let's take a deeper dive into the somewhat murky puddle of misinformation and see what's truly all about. And so, to close off this video, I want to bring it back to Buzz Aldrin, who supposedly went to the moon, and make of it what you will, but let's just say what he has to say about going to the moon.
Why has nobody been to me in such a long time?
That's not an 8-year-old's question. That's my question. I want to know, but I think I know. Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened. And if it didn't happen, it's nice to know why it didn't happen, so in the future, if we want to keep doing something, we need to know why something stopped in the past that we wanted to keep it going.
And another classic, Neil Armstrong was confronted by someone who said, "Swear on the Bible you walked on the moon." Let's watch what he does.
Mr. Armstrong, Bart Sibrel, ABC Digital. Wanted to give you the opportunity to swear on the Bible that you walked on the moon. Will you put your left hand on the Bible and swear to God that you walked on the moon?
Gentlemen. Mr. Sibrel.
Yes? If you really walked on the moon, why would you not do that? So why don't you just put the end to the record in the argument and put your hand on the Bible, swear to God you walked on the moon.
Mr. Sibrel, knowing you, that's probably a fake Bible.
Really? Well, Bible. You have the